We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Engineers and the Falcons. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Benji Easel will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Now batting, Homer Webster. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming, here it is. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7-10.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Two pitches fouled away. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
So now to the plate, Jalen Jones. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Webster aboard here at first with nobody out. In there, 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
One. Waves and misses for strike number 2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
2-2 the count. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Chase McCrary. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Count even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's a pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Good.
At the plate, Fernando Sanchez. That's the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
1-2. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he is in there.
A nice way to start a new series, Giro. The only you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Freddie Ordonez. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Set and the pitch.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 0-1 delivery. With runners in scoring position this season, Ordonez is exactly a .400 hitter.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
So far this season, Ordonez is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over .500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, DeAndre Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. As a look, now the pitch. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's the 0-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Here it comes, 0-2. Bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul. Swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Lower East Side is out in front 2-0. Eli McKinney, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Digging in, Bart Flash. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
I got 2 on the count. I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And another foul ball. Slow little roller to third. High hop, and he barehands it. It's there. He got him.
That is second. The third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Ready now, Bruce Sanders. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
The 1-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. So digging in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, reigning batting champion in the American League. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Ball 2 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the player.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So stepping in, Benny Gutierrez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. Got him.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Alex Morrison. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes in here right at 260. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
To the plate now, Harold Harmon. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swing and a liner. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Homer Webster would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, John O'Neill. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. misses inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-1 is a ball down and away.
2-1.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 3-2, full count. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Rodney Myers, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 264 is average entering play, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. The 1-0.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Brett Sanders.
Digging in, Brett Sanders. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
0-1, here it comes. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Stepping in now, Blake Hamby. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Batting in, the left fielder, Joe Whoa.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in. In now, Joel Sloan, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the throw in gets away from him. Throw comes in quickly, halting that tying run at third.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate, Taylor battled as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Ready with the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Into the box, Bart Flash. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the 2-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
To the plate now, Bruce Sanders, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Three runs already home here. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit down inside. Okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
At the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Falcons lead this one 4-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Homer Webster. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving. D-Roll, both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Into the box now, Jalen Jones, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, Chase.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chase McCrary. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First delivery to him on the way.
Inside, ball 1.
Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gun.
The first baseman, number 33.
Stepping into the box, Fernando Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
In today's game, we're seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
From the belt, the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Freddie Ordonez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Ordonez is exactly a .400 hitter.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
1-1 the count. One and one. Here it is. Swung on and chopped out to the shortstop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and next to hit is the catcher, John O'Neill.
The last at-bat, Manny B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit hard down the line. Reined in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. Stepping up now, Rodney Myers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. At the plate, Brett Sanders, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
In now, Blake Hamby, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Curveball taken a little high.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Joel Sloan, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, DeAndre Davis.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Davis tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Look, now the pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And the 3-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Alex Morrison fouled off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. There's a shot out to right center field. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Into the box now, Harold Harmon. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like he has here.
At the plate now, Homer Webster. Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Taylor Battle. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
To the plate now, Bart Flash. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Flash is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 0-1 on its way. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Digging in, Bruce Sanders. Set, here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A man at third with 1 away. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Wow, with 1 out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his 2nd hit of the game, so he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Maurice Matthews answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Standing in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
1-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jeffrey Bellamy becomes out number 2 this inning. At the plate, John O'Neill. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, O'Neill carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Rodney Myers would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gutierrez has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Falcons are out in front, 5-2. Ready for another shot now. Jalen Jones, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hamby is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The right fielder, number 6, Jake McCreary.
At the plate, Chase McCrary. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Stepping in now, Fernando Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Now in the box, Freddie Ordonez. He hit a sac fly earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time running the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing. In now, DeAndre Davis. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
2 out, nobody on. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Falcons lead it 5-4. Digging in and looking for more, Rodney Myers. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs, that's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Gutierrez is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 54.
Stepping in, Blake Hamby. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's established in this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted it inside with good hard stuff.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Sam Moses is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Coming to the plate now, Benny Gutierrez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 0-1 count and the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Into the box now, Alex Morrison. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Well, that's it.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flash will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The catcher, number 41, Harold Harmon.
Stepping up to the plate, Harold Harmon. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. dive, but he's back in there. 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Bueno Tuiasosopo comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. To the plate now, Homer Webster. Guess he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
So now to the plate, Jalen Jones. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitter's counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Weakly hit towards first. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Falcons on top 5-4. Now to the plate, Joel Sloan.
For the Sanders. The left fielder.
From the stretch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The 0-1. Skied into very shallow right. McCrary will wait on it. 1 down.
Now batting. The shortstop, Taylor Battle.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Taylor Battle. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Davis comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Bart.
So coming to the plate, Bart Flash. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-4. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Nanny, you don't see this very often, D-Ro, when it's cold and chilly like this, wind blowing in a little bit, we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now as they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Bruce Sanders is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Now back.
Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The Sandlot leads this one 6-4. Theo Rice is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Chase McCrary will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 33, Fernando Sanchez.
So striding forward now, Fernando Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. line to first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
At the plate, Freddie Ordonez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But the chase...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Chris Bowyer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, John O'Neill.
John O'Neill.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a ball, 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. The pitch.
Down to 3-1.
Popped him up. Ordonez is under it near the mound, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now back for second baseman, Rodney Mize.
Coming to the plate now, Rodney Mize, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Brett Sanders. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. Throwing to 2nd. The tag, and they'll get him at 2nd. And with that, the side is retired. Jones has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, DeAndre Davis.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try it again, 3-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there, base hit.
Now that the center fielder, Teddy Gutierrez.
Into the box, Benny Gutierrez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Popped up. Sanders has a play, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Flash is right there, 1 down. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Morrison. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes. Jones stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Oh, at the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
He misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Scott Sterling will come on now and pinch run here. So a big moment here, and standing in, Harold Harmon. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. set and the pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Billy Gant is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. In now, Homer Webster. Lined into right, a base hit. Cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Into the box now, Jalen Jones, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Jones is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. And all three runners on the move here. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Standing in, Chase McCreary. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not...
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with two gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Cedric Morrow answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Fernando Sanchez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and two out in the inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Here's the 1-0. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Bases are loaded here, two down. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So they do strike for two, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Home half of the eighth, straight ahead. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Scott Sterling takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. Edwin Garzilla is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in is the outfielder, Blake Hamby. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Late swing and a ball line foul into the seats past the third base dugout. way, the 0-2 pitch. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. Now the pitch.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Selected number 5.
Striding into the box, Joel Sloan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, shortstop,
Kevin Root will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ball and no strikes, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In the air to center. Gutierrez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Kevin Root is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Freddie Ordonez.
The third baseman, Freddie Ordonez.
He's set. Here it comes.
Outside, that's the ball.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Ball 3. Scott Sterling will be next. Set. Here's the 3-1, and he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding in, Scott Sterling. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
0-1.
Down and away, ball 1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
the 17th, Benny Gutierrez.
Now at the plate, Benny Gutierrez. It's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
Inside.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit down the line at first. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And standing in is the DH, Alex Morrison. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? One there. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Harold Harmon, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
Ball and a strike.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Ball even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set the payoff pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw arm to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Nick Nelson enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Plate, Bart Flash. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
0-1 the count. Here it comes. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
At the plate now, Bruce Sanders. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Nelson is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Takes this the other way to right. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. From the belt, the pitch. Off it to even the count 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of the game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Stepping in, John O'Neill. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. Here's the first pitch. They start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Now the 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Into the box now, Rodney Myers is looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And now everybody's running. Oh, they put the squeeze on and he gets it down. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game.
What? What did I just see? My eyes have to be messing with me because I think I just saw a walk-off suicide squeeze to end this thing. Gutsy call or stupid, I'm not sure, but it sure looks like a genius move right now. Incredible.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach and the swings he put on the ball. Finished with 3 base hits, and he certainly was a big factor in their victory.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Sandlot came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Cedric Morrow claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 7 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the visitors, 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
I know your mommy.